I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
And you know, Clark, Fred VanVleet gives you a number of things. Leadership might be the most important.
It is certainly one of his great attributes, B.A., when you look at Fred VanVleet. Not very big, not super athletic, but a winner, tough-minded, and highly skilled. Doesn't make mistakes with the ball, gets other people's shots, and has proven to be a clutch and consistent quarterback at a really high level. You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Butler with the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Houston leading by 5. Thompson outside. And a miss there on the triple. 36 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Moody. Off the mark there with a 3. And so Thompson will bring it up for Houston. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. Smith going for a slam. He wants everyone to know that he's arrived.
Now here's Pajemski. Guarded closely. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Fred VanVleet has been on display for Houston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Rockets. Guys?
You could really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Warriors trail by 6. On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharpshooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Payton in at the 3.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
Pass to Şengün. Holiday from long range. The Warriors pull it in.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide-open look.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as he can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Here's Curry. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds now. And it's Eason penetrating. Jackson-Davis grabs a miss. Warriors trail by 4. Kuminga finds Payton. Here's Curry. Shots blocked.
Oh, an active defender at 6'7". Whitmore is capable of coming up with these blocks.
Şengün sends it home from 3-point land. Şengün's got 5 points now this quarter.
Hey, I'm stating the obvious here, but he was very comfortable taking that shot. Not a defender in sight.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Rockets lead by 7. To the paint. And throw it down.
How about the bounce ability of Şengün, getting himself way up there?
To stop the run. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Curry's got 9. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Whitmore, and he goes in for the dunk.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Here's Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Houston has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Pass to Holiday. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Warriors trail by 9. Here's Curry. Shot is good, off the back rim and in. He's got 11.
Yeah, that's Curry's natural scoring ability. He can almost always find a shot.
Şengün, a screen on Curry. To the middle. And Şengün, throw it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision excellent.
Curry against Holiday. Curry with another miss.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA, and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
He takes it in.
2 minutes.
He shoots again. And it's good on the layup. Whitmore's got 6 points in the quarter.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And here's Curry for 3. Oh, Curry, just nasty from downtown.
A total defensive collapse. I mean, no reason to allow him that kind of space from behind the arc.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. They also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Houston will go for a different look here. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Alperen Şengün. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Jackson Davis. Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Hield. And it's Brandon Podziemski. In for Stephen Curry. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, BA, I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Curry, he's checked in for Podziemski. Houston leading by 10. To the inside. Oh, Green with a block.
Green takes great pride in his defense now. He loves denying shots at the rim and playing bigger than his 6'8" frame would lead you to believe.
And the basket by Curry.
Using his handles to shake himself free, and it's smooth sailing from there.
VanVleet against Curry. VanVleet pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Thompson's vertical is impressive. I love seeing this young guard rise up and throw it down.
Here's Curry. Brooks with the rebound. And Brooks has got the ball here for Houston. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. And now a 12-point Houston lead.
A throwback wing. Dylan Brooks is very comfortable working down low.
Curry gets the bucket.
12-3.
Houston has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody's got his 5th rebound in this one. Fires the three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Rockets on top, leading by 9. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Alperon Şengün out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Oh, Jalen Green with the sweet stroke.
Green, impressive range from deep. He knows how dangerous he can be from there.
Warriors trail by 12. Butler surveying the floor. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Inside, it's stolen by Green. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Green.
And even losing big, you have to maintain composure if you want to avoid embarrassment.
Houston leading by 12. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, but I wish more teams did that.
How about the amazing crossover there, demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
It's Van Vliet with a drive. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Boy, that's as good a look as he's going to get, in my opinion. He's just got to shake that one off and get ready for the next chance.
Wing shot on the way. Curry, no good. For Houston, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Van Vliet, the pass to Thompson. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game.
A confident shot from Amin. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
And he gets that one.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
To the paint. Here's Şengün. And Şengün, throw it down.
Another hoop for Şengün. They can't stop him. He's got a different kind of game, and I think it's really hard for defenders to deal with him.
Here's Curry, tipped, and he gets it back. Goes back up. Look at Chef Curry cooking it up inside.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Outside, Green. The 3 from Thompson. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Van Vliet against Curry. Here's Green. Over the defense. Green gets it to go inside.
Boy, throwing himself on the offensive glass and being rewarded for it, that's the energy that Draymond Green brings.
Thompson outside. Pass to Şengün. 4-3. The Warriors pull it in. The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Ali LaForce.
Well, guys, drawing charges is an art. The Warriors' Brandon Podziemski led the league last season, and he said, "I'm not going to jump with anybody at the rim and block them." This is another form of rim protection. And Brian, while some have labeled them dangerous and called for charges to be taken out of the game, they remain a winning play.
Yeah, that's a good point, Ali. Thanks.
Able to score from anywhere on the court. Green can hurt you in myriad ways, and his game is only growing.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Pass to Green. Wow, Green with the flush.
Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
Warriors trail by 12. Here's Curry. Rebound by Van Vliet. The Rockets have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. And the layup falls. Van Vliet's got 10.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Curry. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Houston will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Thompson. Eason's checked in for Brooks. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Van Vliet. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Jackson Davis is checked in for Green. Kuminga comes in for Moody. Payton's checked in for Podziemski. And Hield is subbed in for Stephen Curry. Ooh, JB, look out!
What a nice touch on the floater. Butler has perfected that shot, has it down to a science.
Outside, Green. Tries to save it. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. Warriors trail by 10. Outside Hield. Payton up top. The three. On target from range.
Good decision making by Hield, giving it up when somebody else was freer and in better position.
Here's Whitmore outside. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Ooh, it's stolen by Eason. Butler with a steal.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
If they keep finding steals like that, they won't be in the hole much longer.
From deep. That shot off the mark. Got it off in time. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's Houston leading by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for the Warriors. Curry and Hield to the sharp-shooting backcourt. Kuminga is out there with Gary Payton II, and it's Looney in at the 5, down low.
And Şengün is a hard player to get a handle on, pretty unpredictable, which makes him hard to guard without fouling.
At the line for Houston, Alfred Shingo.
The first free throw is good.
Shots.
Both free throws good from Şengün.
What I like about Şengün is how versatile he is. I mean, especially as a passer.
Warriors trail by 7. Left side Curry over Holiday, and that one comes up a bit short. The Rockets shooting it at 52%. Right side Eason. Here's Whitmore outside. Buries it from 3. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Curry takes it in. That one's good for 2. Curry's got 14 points here in the second half.
Certainly not the biggest guy on the floor, but Curry has plenty of grit and determination behind his drive.
Pass to Smith. Back to Holiday. Outside Whitmore. Smith with a screen on Hield. Just 5 on the clock. And Whitmore gets it to go on the assist from Holiday.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Curry. Oh, Curry just weaving his way through traffic. Still knocks it in.
Huge night for Curry and a great rhythm thus far. That's always bad news for the team he's facing.
Pass to Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their...
Oh, Curry putting on a chef's clinic.
Steph's got such rush hour handles, boy. Curry sometimes impossible to contain with his ball handling and array of moves.
Whitmore, outside Holiday. It's stolen by Curry. Pulls up. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 39. The Rockets lead by 6. Holiday surveying the floor. With the drive. It's rebounded by Golden State. Curry's got 4 rebounds in the game. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Yep, that one goes.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
Yeah, I put that one on the defense. I mean, they can't leave him open at this stage.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Thompson, he's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Eason. Jalen Green, he's checked in for Whitmore. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Holiday. And a new group getting ready for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Looney. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kuminga. Moody's checked in for Payton. And Podziemski subbed in for Hield. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told them, no time to celebrate. The work is not finished. We've got to stick with it and keep growing what we've got here. Words of wisdom for his squad. Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Down low. Here's Şengün. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound. Curry's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Three-pointer. He drops it from range. Curry's got 13 points in this quarter.
Curry is a guy you can trust to get it done when it needs to be done.
From 13, and Şengün gets it to go.
When the stakes rise, you need guys who will step up and rise with it. Nice play by Şengün.
Ooh, Curry up and in through contact.
Get some style points there. Pretty finish.
And it's VanVleet off the drive. Can't hit from in close. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. It's a 3-point game, and the shot goes in.
And this is just typical of him. always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Van Vliet misses.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Curry's shot is off.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Golden State has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter to take the lead. Rebounded by Green. The Rockets have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here.
Nice!
Oh, big finish!
But just a rookie, but Thompson already taking and making big-time shots.
And here's Curry for 3. It's hauled in by Houston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Inside, here's Thompson, and he buries it.
And that is textbook perfect, the bounce pass. Exactly how you want to throw it.
Here's Curry, and it's good. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
You see why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
Pass to Brooks. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Green. And here are the Warriors now to tie it up. Not going to go that time.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make them.
Second team foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Stephen Curry. Second personal foul. Third team.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
Not the results he or his teammates were hoping for. He could have put this away.
Pass to Curry. Over Van Vliet. Another one falls. Amazing.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Exactly. You got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
So the first one drops, and that'll put them up 2. And so both free throws good, and it's a 3-point game.
Absolutely massive free throw. That'll force them into a 3-point attempt.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Reading the trajectory of that shot, he anticipated that big board.
And so the big win by Houston in a tight game. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, and we present the player of the game, Alperen Şengün.